Hey guys, we are live. Sorry, an hour late than normally, but hey, it is what it is. I figured, you know what? It's all OC's fault. He messaged me, said, Timmy, you gotta do it. You gotta start this show. And I just told him, man, I'm
So
just
it's
really,
your fault. It's your fault that you're doing a stream, not that you
yeah,
were an hour late.
yeah.
It's my fault that you're doing a show at all.
Yeah, I really didn't feel like doing a show because man, it's just really shit sucks. You know, I have this Canon battery, right? And I paid about $120 for this thing, and it doesn't work. It doesn't hold charge, and it just really sent me into like just made me really depressed. You know, it's just like I paid big money for the battery, and it doesn't work and I don't know what the hell am I supposed to do. It's just really, you know what? Everything is just cactus. And you know, I had a couple of drinks. I met a fan of the show. I met a fan of the show. I just had really good time, and I returned the 6119, and I got the Daytona back. The Daytona is back in the house. Let me show you. The Daytona is back, guys. I felt really, really depressed for not. You know, I in my head, I've seen a great video that I could make out of 6119, but unfortunately, it's just I don't have the office space to do it. It's just what I see in my head when it doesn't match. It's just hard. You know what I mean? Hey, by the way, is my audio even good? Oh yeah,
Your
it's
audio
good.
sounds
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah, and it's just one thing led to another, and I just feel terrible. Absolutely
Well,
terrible.
I was deluged
Mm,
with messages because your show said you were starting at 5 o'clock,
yes.
right? And then your audience, they do have this
Mm.
sense of anticipation.
The
Some people even
anticipation.
anticipation's great, so they're like, great. You know what? Hey, I'm not going to mention other people's shows, but there's other shows that are on, and like, oh my god,
Mm.
this show is fucking awful. This show is
No, it's a
I'm
different
not
type
going
of
to name
show.
any names. I'm not going to name any names,
I think I
but they're
know what
like,
you're talking about,
but they're like, oh my god, where's Tim? And so I get
but yeah.
deluged with messages
Deluge.
saying, why isn't he on? I need my fix. And I'm like,
I
what do you want me to do? What do you want me to
well,
do?
well, you know what? I thought part of me was just I just thought, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a break. Oh, hey, we got Cam. Hey, Cam.
Tim, why the hell did you call me
Because
earlier?
the guy wanted to talk to you. That's why. There was I met a guy, a fan of the show, and was a huge fan of Cam. And I called Cam because he wanted to talk to Cam. He wanted to talk some sense into him.
Who is he?
And
Who is the
I
fan?
called Cam, and Cam hung up on me.
Yeah, because you wanted to get disrespectful on the phone.
I well, it is what it is, man. Hey, Nub Gunner, how are you doing?
What's up, Tim? What's up, OC?
How's it going?
How are you doing, man?
Good, man. I was freaking out
Wow,
earlier.
look at that beard. That's really getting hot there.
Whoa!
It's getting a little out of control. It's only like 100 degrees outside too.
God, it is blistering hot
Scorched,
today. Scorching hot.
scorching heat. I got a coffee on the way home. Dude, just a 10-minute walk from the train to the house, and I barely got here. That's why I was just not in the mood. I was not in the mood. I gotta tell you guys.
I'm glad
Yeah,
OC blew you up.
Mm.
yeah, if people complain about my forehead, wait till they see it glistening with little sweat driplets. Because it's over 90 degrees. 90 degrees right now, and it's 6 o'clock at night.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's storming now. So.
Nub Gunner, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. Got a dilemma. I was gonna talk. I messaged you earlier, but
Yes, I saw the messages. I didn't have a chance
That's all
to
right.
take a look at them, but
Is,
now that we have you here,
is the
tell
dilemma,
me.
should I maintain my old Tim Wright haircut, or should I cut it to look like the new Tim Wright's haircut?
Hey, I think it had
New
something to
Tim
do
Wright.
between the 40 and the 41. The Submariners.
Yeah. Well, so I did sell the Sea Dweller. Just putting that out there.
4K. Sea Dweller 4K.
I can't swing the Sea Dweller 4K. It's like 20 18, something like that right now. So I don't know. I'm thinking between the 40 and the 41 date.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Diego about maybe trying to find a Coke, but I don't know. I can't. I'm in the water all the time. We're at the pool. We're at the lake. We go to the ocean a lot, and I'd be
Yes.
freaking out if I had like something from the 90s. So
Hello, green room. Well, if I can give you an honest to heart advice, because
let's
I
hear
got
it.
both of those, right? I
Lay
got
it
both.
on me.
I got the 40 and I got the 41. Okay, got both. And tell you this, I just I like how the 40 looks, but I prefer wearing the four. Sorry. I prefer how the 41 looks, but I prefer how the 40 wears. The 40 is just a more wearable watch on the wrist.
Even with the fat lugs on it.
The fat lugs make it really stable on the wrist. So
Okay.
it lays so comfortably. You don't even feel like you have anything on the wrist. It's just such a amazing wearable watch. Um that I know why they made the lugs fat, because it just balanced the watch perfectly. And the 41, I can see it looks on the wrist, when you wear it on the wrist, it looks better, but it's just so it feels so chunky. It feels like you're wearing some kind of a monster. It's got this giant clasp that's like in your face. It's like, think about it this way. The 40 clasp accomplishes the same task as the 41, but the 41 is like 1.5 times bigger. At least it feels one and a half times bigger.
Hmm.
So it feels like it's a step back, because like
It's
when you're
too big.
making things, you want to make things smaller, right? The advancement in technology it's more difficult to make things smaller. So
What do you think, OC? What should I do?
So let me see. Re-summarize the issue for me.
So I want to get a sub. I haven't had a sub yet. So I've had the Sea Dweller, the black and white one, and I've had the SD43, and I've had a black GMT, and I've also had the Polar, which I've loved all of them. I'm like the worst at keeping a watch, except for this one. But so I'm either going to go with a 41. I've even thought about trying to go for a Starbucks. Stretch the budget up too much and it's a little ridiculous, or just go classic sub date black.
Do you really want a sub?
I love divers. That's all I normally wear is a diver.
It seems like you've had a whole bunch of different configurations and you've danced around the sub for all this time. I'm almost of the opinion that you could do without it because you've never had it and you maybe don't need it.
Make a suggestion of what I should look at, or both of you, Tim and OC, maybe green room too.
Green shroom.
Yeah, get that Sermon, man. Get the Sermon. Be different.
Sermon is just a fucking waste of money.
Dude, shut up.
I told my wife. I showed her a picture of it. And she did not like the green. She didn't.
The green is just it's very uninspiring. I'm sorry. I love sorry green room. I love the green shroom. I love everything that the green bezel stands for, the green room. Nothing against the shroom, but gotta tell you. See, you had the black GMT.
I did. That's the longest watch that I've kept too.
Now,
why did you sell that watch?
Oh, I can't even remember now why. Probably for another gun.
But how did it wear?
It was great. I traveled with it. I flew I did a big trip. I went from Texas to Utah to California. I did, wore it the entire time, and it was great. So.
That's what I think. Maybe because the 40, the case on the, because look, I don't you can pretty much, because everybody hates the 40. You can get them at a pretty much bargain prices, discount. Why pay premium for the 41 if you can get the 40 at a much better price? And it's gonna work because it's the same exact case as the black was, but it's got a better clasp.
Okay, and you have the what's the micro adjustment or the
Mhm.
glide?
Oh, you got a huge micro adjustment. It's like, man, it's 10 steps. You know how you can pop that one link on the other watch? It's the same thing. It's going to be the same thing as on the Sea Dweller 4K. It's a
Okay,
massive glide lock.
okay.
It still isn't sitting well with me. I mean, the fact that you had a black and got rid of it, that's essentially a Submariner with a 24-hour bezel. So
Yeah.
I almost feel like you forfeited your license to own a Submariner because you really don't like them, because you've had several iterations again that are similar. Maybe choose something different, because you're not going to like whichever one you get, whether it's the 40 or 41.
Okay.
Man, but if he
I mean,
goes for something else, man, it's just you're asking to
you got to
be.
go for something else that's totally
What?
different, because
What is there? Well, there's nothing
you've had
else
that watch
technically.
before a couple of
Hey,
times.
let me just answer this one. Starchy, $2. Why is Cam allowed back in the chat? I just wanted to confront him, to tell him, like, hey, people want to talk sense to him, but he wouldn't pick up the phone, so he lost his opportunity. Starchy.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually a fan of Cam's. He's like, hey, Cam, he's putting in a lot of hours. It's just really disappointing. The guy wanted to talk to Cam, tell him, like, hey, you have to apologize to PG and just be cool, and you'll be welcome back. But Cam just hung up and told me to go fight myself, and then he wants to join the stream. Well, I don't get it. TT boy, 42 Yachtmaster. That's white gold though. Completely
Yeah.
different price point.
Yeah, I'm thinking like somewhere between like 10 and 15, 10 and 16, stretch the budget.
10.
What else do you like? What else do you like other than Rolex?
Honestly, I mean, I like some Tudor stuff, but I don't know. It just
Tudor is just
Wrong
too
answer.
soft. Yeah.
Wrong
I
answer.
mean, honestly, Rolex is the only other brand that I really, like pine for. So, I mean, I was looking at their Rhodium Yachtmaster, but that baby blue, North Carolina blue is not for me.
Tim, I'm a Rolex fanboy, but this is really concerning me.
Hey, but you know
I
what?
mean,
Here's the thing. He danced. I mean, there is a reason why Submariner is the go-to watch. And Nubgunner, he danced around the Submariner. He tried everything except the bloody Submariner. Maybe that's gonna
And
be
I'm an outdoors person.
yeah.
I do hiking and shooting and boating and all that kind of stuff. So
It's just the Submariner is the watch to rule them all. It's got the most water resistance, the most resilience. It's the most comfortable watch to wear because of that glide lock, and it's got that timing bezel. It's you know, the GMT. I don't know how useful GMT for you. For you, I mean, you're not like traveling around the world.
yeah,
Uh,
I haven't been traveling the past like 8 months. So
yeah. So I think all around the Viking Submariner, it served me very, very well. The question is, do you go for the date or the no
40,
date?
40. Yeah, well, I have to have a date for me.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know. Even though I'm retired, I got to have the date. So
What age did you retire?
like 21.
Oh shit, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You got me beat by
from the
11
military.
years. You got me beat by 11 years.
That was
I
not by
thought
my own choice.
I
Though.
thought me retiring at 32 was an achievement, but damn. That's quite
It was
amazing.
forced. It was forced. So this is the watch that my wife got me for our wedding. So
Oh, that's the Tag Heuer Aqua Racer.
yeah. So
Oh,
I've had
like a
this like 12
left-hand drive?
years, and it's pretty. I've rappelled out of it. I've done all kinds of
Wow.
stuff with it, and like the back is completely,
Nice. Beat to
trashed.
hell. So all
Yeah.
that Submariner is gonna be this same watch, just a lot more comfortable wearing.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is 43 mils too.
Yeah.
43 or 4, something like that. But yeah, it's been a great watch. It's
Hmm.
never been serviced either. So
Wow.
yeah.
Aqua Racer.
I don't know,
yeah,
it looks like looks like you have pretty big wrists, though. Correct?
yeah, I got pretty decent size.
Wait, why did you sell the 4K? Because the price of it, right? It just became too valuable.
I didn't. I had the SD43,
Oh, SD43.
the red
Okay.
line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
So my bad.
And how did that compare to the Aqua Racer? Is it
I feel like this is more comfortable.
because it's
Just
thinner?
yeah, yeah, more manageable, not as
Yeah,
tipsy on the wrist. I don't know.
gosh.
OC's laughing at me. I can see it.
I mean, look,
See it.
what are you wearing, OC? Are you wearing your Sea Dweller?
No, I have it, but I'm not wearing it today.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, because yeah, I thought you went for the 4K Sea Dweller 4K because you saw
No,
the
that was Bright Blue Comet. Got that.
yeah, I thought because you had a Explorer 2. Was it the 40?
No, it was the same one you had.
The 42, the
Yeah.
Polar. Then you
Yes.
saw,
Yeah.
and you also had the Speedy. You sold those two, and you get the Sea Dweller.
I did. Yeah. I know. I'm terrible. Let me have it.
Fuck!
Let me have it.
this is mind-boggling, Tim. Mind-boggling.
It happens. It happens. So yeah. So
Hard.
I'm gonna be in between the 40 and 41. That's date. That's my.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what do we got. What do we got on David SWs for some ideas, right? Explorer 2, the black dial. That's I love the black dial, especially. Look, I told you a while back. I would highly recommend try to go to your AD and just keep telling them that you're looking for Explorer 2 black dial from at retail. At retail, that's always a great pickup. Would be a great watch for you, especially if you can get it at
I
from
don't
the
know. My
AD.
AZ seems to hate me. I mean, obviously, I bought the Speedy from them and
Mhm.
looked at some tutors and stuff, and then tried on their exhibition models,
Mm.
and nothing. So
Damn.
I used to
Nope.
go in there like every other week or so and talk to them, but lately I haven't been over there.
I actually kind of agree with Tim on this one. I think the Black Dial Explorer 2 might be the one.
Okay.
I love.
Dave-
But
Man,
you should definitely. Again, we weren't talking about your AD history there. You just said that they kind of don't like you. But now is a great time to say, put yourself in for an Explorer 2 or a sub and
Mhm.
get it as your first piece from them. Or if you've purchased the Omega from them or anything else from them, that's purchase history as far as I'm concerned.
Yes,
More than qualifies you for a sub or an Explorer 2.
such a great
Yeah,
watch.
that's
Such a
yeah. I
great
got
watch.
it at a local AD. They do multi brands, and they're not even that big. I feel like so.
I don't think you'd have to wait very long either.
Okay. Well, they put me on their imaginary list. I'm assuming for a sub date. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
know. It's just I don't know, ridiculous. Pull the.
What are the chances that he gets it, Tim, and he doesn't like the clasp and he ends up
the 41.
not
I
wearing it?
gotta tell you, he's not gonna like the. Well, look, it's fine if he gets it from the AD and doesn't like it. There's no problem because he's not losing any money. But I think Nebgana, he's got a pretty good relationship with his gray market dealer, and
Yeah,
he
he's
can,
into guns, so
yeah, so you can buy, sell, trade with the guy very, very easily. But man, this
yeah.
watch right here, probably
14.
the
Oh my lord. Oh, that's the new
the new,
movement.
yeah, with the new movement, with the new bracelet. It's a little bit wider. Again, I prefer the bracelet on the old model.
Yeah, I did like that bracelet on the Polar I had.
Yep, but in the 41, if you're getting it at the AD, sorry, if you're getting it, see, I like the black dial on the new model, and I like the white dial on the old model. So if you're gonna go with the new route, I highly recommend this black one. It's so beautiful. Why box yourself with only Rolex? You went through the entire catalog already. No, he didn't have the Submariner actually.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like to me other brands just don't. I don't know. A lot of military guys and contractor guys and stuff wear subs, or that's like the watch. I was looking at Panerais, but then
Mm.
I feel like it's like a freaking minefield, you know. And I've never even held one in person, and if I did not like it, I think I would be
It's
losing
also
my
chunky.
ass.
You know, David SW had an amazing titanium panerai in 40 in the 44 mil size.
Oh, okay.
That was beautiful. This one right here, this blank pond, is pretty sick. But then again, this is like 45,
Oh man.
45, and it's not on the it's not on the bracelet. It's on the leather. It's on the in this case, it's on the sailcloth.
Sailcloth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you want the bracelet. You want right.
Yeah, bracelet for sure. So I don't know. I think I'm pretty locked in on the sub, and I'm determined to keep it this time.
There you
I
go.
think
You're
I
on
think if I
you're
make
on the
it past
imaginary list, and you'll get it, and you'll either keep it and love it or not. But you're
if I
safe.
make it past a year, I think it'll stay. That's like the key with me. If something stays for longer than a year with me, then it's
Tim, can you think of a watch that's a stainless steel diver that's more robust and can take a more of a beating
Mm-hmm.
than a Submariner that Nub Gunner might actually like over the Submariner?
Over the Submariner.
It would mean me probably going down like to a
Yeah.
Doxa or something like that. It's not going up.
Oh man, that stuff is actually. I mean, the problem with a lot of those other brands is that once you try on a Rolex and how comfortable the bracelet and the fit and finish is, it's very tough to go back down. Um, See, there's just no bracelets. Even when you go higher into a higher brand like Blank Pine, well, there's no bracelet. They don't have bracelets. We're talking about maybe like a Tudor Pelagos in titanium, right? That one has an incredible bracelet. Um, what just I mean, what the hell else is there? The Doxa, oh my god, this is garbage.
it's a
I've
toxic sludge.
yeah. 1 second, because I just found out there's a what's it called, visa application for Australia.
Oh man.
Uh,
And it only takes
Oh, hey, that's where I
weeks.
live.
Only takes 4 weeks for approval.
how long? What? What the fuck? You're giving me a heart attack. Trying to
I'm sure you
kill
got to
me.
do some COVID stuff too, right?
Yeah.
I even
Dude,
thought about an Explorer, but then I was like, it's 39 mil, like the Mark II. But
see, Pelagos FXD. There's another great watch, but then again, it's a rubber strap. I don't know. It's kind of it's a
Ugh.
military inspired watch, but do you really want that? Breitling, the new Breitling, great alternative, but do you really wanna go down from a Rolex to a Breitling? I don't see that happening. It's a great watch, but I mean, come on. Hey, it's not a Rolex,
Citizen beats
unfortunately.
them all.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got? Seikos, Grand Seikos,
Why don't
Omega.
I don't want to monopolize the live over
Oh, we got
something
nothing
so
going on.
trivial. You know,
Maybe
Absolutely
maybe people in
nothing
the
to do.
chat got ideas. What's a great alternative? Look at this. Je Le Coutre Polaris. Nope. It's too fragile. Oh, you know what? Another great watch. It's a Glashütte. Glashütte.
No, this guy he's rugged with his watches, Tim. You need
No.
something. You need something
Yeah.
where the bracelet can take a beating, it can take scratches, and it'll still look good.
Yeah, and a Glashütte. What's this one called? Where is it? Their fucking websites are just ridiculous. Where is this menu on the left side? Why? Collection. Let's see. Actually, robust sports watches. Discover specialization. Here we go. There's a great alternative. Very small, like in size, kind of small. Maybe it's even kind of a bargain actually on the gray market. It's a Glashütte right here. So CQ. It comes on the bracelet, but then again, the bracelet. Let's see, the bracelet doesn't have the same great micro adjustment. You're just gonna if you get something like this, you'll just regret it later because it's just it's
Yeah.
good. It's really good. The finish is amazing, but it ain't no Rolex. Holy
Oh wow.
fuck! SE. Whoa!
Me and
50
SE were
euros.
talking.
Okay, here we go. Nubs, listen to your inner voice. You won't regret it. I had several divers. We got Panerai Luminor Marina among them and was far from pleased with it. There's no reason Rolex is where it is today. It's not
Well,
only
there is a
marketing.
reason.
Oh, there is a reason. There is. Yes, that's right. There is a reason. All right. It's not just marketing. We get because like look, it's I thought it was just marketing bullshit when I got my Rolex watch. You know, I thought, oh, this is just, nonsense. It's just they're just good at advertising. But no. Once you try other watches, it's just like that's why when I tried on the bright like the closest thing to Submariner was this Breitling, okay?
Yeah.
But
I
it,
I
it
love and I love the bracelets. So
it's a great bracelet. It's got, but you know what? It doesn't have the flip lock. It doesn't have the flip lock, so there's no that second layer of safety on it. So like, it's almost perfect, except that one little bit of safety. Okay, and then it's just the steel is not. I don't know. It's just you hold a Rolex in your hand, you could feel like there is certain feel to
The
the
bracelets aren't
Rolex steel.
hollow. The bracelets are made in China. You know, they know
hmm
what they're doing with the bracelets.
I mean, there's a reason why this one is a lot cheaper, half the price. But you know
yeah.
what? This is the closest thing. But after you experience, I mean, you can only feel that once you experienced Rolex. So I got to tell you,
Yeah.
man, you
I,
got to go for the 40 or the 41.
that's my thought too. So SE, I appreciate it. We were chatting on Instagram a little bit.
He's a really, really good guy. He's got
Oh,
the
I know.
Submariner. He's got the Submariner no date, I think, right? The 41. He's got the 41,
He's
correct?
got a couple. Yeah. Yeah. He
And
just
he's
posted
got the
one.
Daytona, the return.
Oh,
SE. I got my Daytona back. We're
beautiful.
we're Daytona brothers.
See, I would break that.
Yeah.
Sadly. Sadly.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, man, I think like you dancer and see here's the thing. There's another thing. When I had the Submariner, it's a really utilitarian watch. I kind of I had this thing where I was like, oh man, I'm not getting the compliment or whatever. Oh, nobody's coming up to me and saying, hey, Timmy, what an amazing Submariner. I thought maybe I should have got a seat weller. But you know what? Like you had the seat weller, and I think what was the main problem with it? Was it like you said it was a little bit wobbly?
Yeah, on the top, it was like whoop,
Yeah,
whoop, no matter like how I would adjust the glide lock on it, it would still be top heavy.
yeah.
So
There you go. So Submariner will fix that.
Let's get the Submariner, man. Get the Submariner.
OC, I appreciate your advice and grilling me a little bit.
Yeah, because this is ridiculous. It's
It is. It is
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I change cars and guns and watches like underwear. So
By the way, we had a viewer. There's a $20 fee to apply for the Australian visa. They granted my visa already without it. Actually, you don't need the address. It's pretty easy. Okay, $20 Australian. Fuck me dead. Well, you know what? SC just paid for my Australian visa. Thank you so much,
SE,
SE. And we got René
strength and
de la
honor, brother.
Pont. 2 euros. I missed you, Timmy. Glad you're on air. Love. Thank you, Renee. Hey guys, you just made it worthwhile. Saved the show. Yeah, get the sub. I recommend
40.
40. Okay. Now, if you can get it at retail, grab the 41. You know what? Like,
There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get it at retail.
I know, because like, look, I mean, the difference is there big difference? No, it's not like it's not a significant difference. Okay, it's just a tiny little difference. Okay, if you're getting gray market, I recommend getting the cheaper one, getting the 40. If you're getting brand new, hey, if you can get brand new, bam, pull the trigger on the 41. The SC got his at retail, so it's a
Be lucky.
great watch.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, I don't want to monopolize, like I said, the stream about it. So
No problem, no problem. How's the shroom doing?
Hey, Timmy. Hello.
Hey shroom, are you excited? I'm coming to see you very soon. Have you spoke with the Air King Ben? Have you guys prepared the thing?
Um, I hope Air King Ben's not watching because I'm just going to come out and say it. I think he's trying to do too much too quickly with the short amount of time that he has to entertain you
Bishop.
guys. I think he's going to try and cram as much stuff in as possible, and it's not going to be that enjoyable because of that.
Yeah,
There, I
yeah.
said it.
You gotta keep it simple.
You see, we want you to come back, and if we try and put all the good stuff in too quickly,
Yes.
then it's all over. It's all too much.
Yeah, tell him not to be a delusional fantasist. Tell him to choose like one thing. Just because we don't want to be stressed out. You know, we're going to be very tired. We're going to be exhausted from the flight. We like, I'm going to be filming it, right? I don't want to be carrying the camera up some massive hills and just walking around too much. I just want to keep it simple.
Yep. By the way, I've not. I need to hurry up and book that hotel that you guys are staying at.
Worst. Hey, by the way, wait. Oh, it's in Sydney. Yeah. Worst case scenario, you can sleep on the floor. Just bring some kind of mattress, blow up mattress or something. And
I swear
yeah.
to God, Tim, I'm not even kidding. I threw out a king single air mattress like 3 days ago.
What were you thinking? You can sleep.
I swear to God, I'm not being funny. I really did throw one out a couple of days ago.
Shroom, do you want me to bring some kind? Oh, I have a hiking blow up mattress. You want me to bring that with me, for you? You can sleep with us. You, me, and Archie
All in
in
the
the
same bed.
room.
Oh, I can't believe I threw that mattress out. Oh my God.
Tenzil. Ansari in the chat. Чи варто купувати наручні годинник Арчі з жінкою. Людина не може жити ліч реклами Google. Oh, okay. So he's saying, hey, how are you supposed to buy wristwatches without super chats? Man cannot survive on Google ads alone, basically. Man cannot survive on Google ads alone. Thank you so much. Tenzil. I'm sorry. CS. Well, by the way, Tenzil was the reason why my mom, basically, I convinced my mother to buy the 5196 for my dad. She was looking for watches. I'm like, man, that would be the best one. And he's got it in the image right there, 5196. But that's the white gold dial. She got the rose gold. CS, $10 super chat. Question for OC. Looking to add a black 116500 to complement my white dial Daytona. What do you think is a good entry point? Don't know if AD will come through this year. Would you pay mid-20s? Oh!
Well, I'm not a big fan of paying over retail for Rolex. I'm not even a big fan of paying retail for watches that you can get for under retail. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me if I were you and you've seen what the Black Daytona was selling for over the past 6 or 8, 9 months, when you get to about 25 for a Black Daytona, it's probably pretty good, right? Tim? Would you agree with that?
Mid-20s? Yeah. Yeah, mid-20s is a good
We're
price.
already down to probably 27 and a half, maybe 28. If you
Yeah,
wait a
I'm
little bit
looking at
longer,
this. Oh yeah, on watchmeter.com. What the fuck is this? They're selling one. Okay, listen. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard to get from the AD. Let me just pull it up here on Chrono 24. Let's see what the price. Ooh, oh, there's one for 29. 29, 33.
22 unworn,
Yeah, the prices
which
have
really means that's 27.
really came down.
So these are not far away from 25. That's for sure.
29.5. There you go. 29.5 right there. And you know what? Like lately, everyone has been getting a Daytona. That's just so crazy. Look at the
I
listings.
have
There's
one.
17 pages. Yeah, even the Shroom got one.
Yep.
Would you be
I saw
paying?
from Starbucks down to 16.5.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Is that mid 20s from Japan? 27,000.
The thing is, this model has been around for 6 years, so you never
Mhm.
know what year you're getting. They all look the same.
Yeah.
They're all
I
the same for
mean,
the past 6 years.
that's
So
the
you get
thing.
it
Like,
serviced, pay 25, you get it serviced, it'll look brand new.
yeah. 25. Yeah. Just wait a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. They're already going for 27 in Japan. And Japan is a very, very competitive market. Look at this. Japan. Maybe you can fly to Japan, meet Austin Daniels,
He
and go
made a
with
And the,
video
him
about
watch
that,
shopping.
didn't he?
and the Daytona at retail isn't $11,000 watch anymore, right? It's 14,000 plus
Mm.
tax. So you're talking 15 and a half out the door. So, I mean, 10,000 over retail is a bitter pill to swallow, but it's a lot different than 20,000 over retail, which is what it was.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what the?
True that. True that.
Why didn't he just?
By the way, we were talking yesterday, Tim, about this video that Paul Thorpe put out, and then we were interrupted by Oshin, so we never really closed the loop. But after that, after the show, I started getting some sources contacting
Sources.
me. Some sources were contacting me, and they were telling me that apparently this thing Paul is doing, there's a lot of other people involved. There's a lot of big names. That someone has their speakers on.
Oh yeah, Nubgunner.
Turn your speakers
I'm just gonna mute you because like you have a little bit of a feedback
feedback.
because you're not using headphones.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I started getting some sources contacting me saying that multiple big names, and I don't know who they are
Speaking of
actually
big
involved in
names,
some kind of business project with him. And I'm not sure if it's related to insurance or some kind of registry or something like that, but it's something big that it's been in the works for several months. And
I
it's
thought
coming
Paul
to
Thorpe was
fruition.
retired.
Well, he's,
Yeah, right?
he's
I
retired
thought
as
so
a watch
too.
dealer, but that doesn't mean that he's
Mm.
done with his potential
Isn't that
entrepreneurial.
technically watch dealing though?
endeavors.
What he's doing, if what he's planning to do.
So after hearing a few of these things, which I couldn't confirm, I reached out, and Paul's in the hospital. He actually has kidney stones. Yeah.
What?
So
Oh,
best wishes to Paul. He's in the hospital as we speak, actually, dealing with the kidney stone issue.
Holy fuck! Get well soon, guys. Send your
Send your best wishes
yeah.
across the pond to Paul. But
Whoa.
I don't know. I still don't know what the business venture is, but I do know that, or at least I've heard that there's a lot of, and he didn't share anything with me. I didn't have a chance because he's in
Yeah.
the hospital. But I
Well-
don't know who's involved, but it could be something big.
Well,
Tim,
the
are you involved
rumors-
secretly?
No,
Are you
I'm
involved?
not involved. Not involved. But actually, I might have been invited to be involved, but unfortunately I don't have any money to get involved in big business ventures. I'm not a big sponsor. You know, I'm not. I'm ain't no Cars and Chrono. I'm a poor boy from a poor family. But from my understanding, it is. I mean, the way he spoke about it in that video, right? Because he was talking about the watch register, right? The lost and found. It seems like he's looking to launch, like like a competitor
competitor.
watch register.
Yeah, watch registry, and Think about it. He has the credibility for it because for the past many years, he's been that's been one of his key kind of narratives, like that Rolex should be more transparent about the watches that are stolen. They should have a registry that's more available to the public and things like that. So I can see how he would lend some credibility as a spokesperson or as a investor in something like that.
Well,
But
listen,
will he be able to capture all the watches that are already registered, like those hundreds of thousands of watches in his database, though?
Well, that's the thing, is that you wouldn't care what's been registered before. You're going to ask people to register them again with a better service, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna be like
there
have you
could be
heard of
hundreds of
VinWiki?
thousands or maybe even millions of Rolexes that are out there that may have been registered before, but now there's a new service that's available that's better and has more value and is more transparent or whatever. And
Right.
for $15 or whatever the cost is, you re-register with this company.
Do you think that Mr. Thorpe has been playing the long con? That he has been he's been making these videos whinging about Rolex and their their lists or lack of lists, all to get us to trust him so that he can spring up this registry business to make money.
hey, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, Green Room, but if let's say if I like, it takes time to build a website like a registry for Rolexes, right? And
Yeah.
if I wanted to launch a website like that, right? It almost that's what I would be doing, right? Strategically, right? Like if you're building a long-term plan, right? Some type of a business model, you wanna make you want all roads should lead to that end goal, right?
Yeah.
So if he is a smart businessman, right, then he would do things in a way that would eventually set it up to a bigger project,
So
right? Like,
you think 3 or 4 years ago he started hammering Rolex about the lost and stolen watch registry, knowing that Rolex would say, "Fike you, we're keeping it private or we're decommissioning it or whatever," and it played right into his hands, and he's like, "Yes, now we got him."
actually, I think it's in reverse. I think because he think about it this way. He quit YouTube for 3 years ago. He started, then he quit.
Yes.
So when he
People
started
forget
out,
that. That's very true. People forget that.
he hammered YouTube, he hammered Rolex, and then he quit YouTube. Then probably he got the idea to do his own register to compete with this one. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna be building this one, but I'm gonna need to prepare because, like, hey, anyone can make a website. Like, that well, there's actually a lot of delusional fantasists in the community that I personally spoke with, and there's 5 people. I'm not even joking. 5 people that I can name. Well, okay, 2 people. There's 2 people that I can name that are trying to make their own Chrono 24 within just my circle. So you know how many delusional fantasists are out there? Well, here's the thing though. It's one thing to make a website, but it's another thing to find clients to then partake within that business venture. So
I'd just like to
uh,
interrupt. I'd like to ask OC to have a look at the private chat and tell me what he thinks privately. That's all.
Sure. Okay.
mm,
Have you guys heard of VinWiki on YouTube?
no, what is that?
It's like automotive VINs for like I think it's mostly exotic cars, but they have a YouTube channel. But it sounds kind of like this, where you register the car, if say it's a Lamborghini or whatever, and then it has all the owner history and stuff and everything
Hmm.
that's ever happened to the car, and if it's
Ooh.
for sale or been for sale or how many times it's been sold. So I don't know if Paul Thorpe is doing something like that as well on the website, but
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's already a watchregistry.com. It's a very, very interesting business model. It's a lot, and in fact, if I think about it, right, I'm pretty sure Paul Thorpe was a user of the watchregistry.com website because, and he probably saw how many. Think about it this way: what does he do with his YouTube channel? He talks about what his main topic is: lost and stolen watches. Every time he reports on all the robberies, right? He reports on like Rolex, and he also has this whole trusted dealer circle, right? And how do you then put all these pieces together? The trusted dealers, the lost and found,
into a
regist-
into a business that doesn't sound forced. It almost sounds organic,
It is. I mean,
right?
it is organic because
Like, hey, register your watch with us, kind of thing.
yeah. I mean, he basically he cultivated a audience that would be interested in the eventual product that he has to sell. And even if let's say this product blew up at the end of the day, right? He's still doing well by doing those pieces that lead to the end product. But hey, I think he sees an opportunity. There's an opening, and if he's got, and also here's the thing. Another thing with the whole watch, you also meet a lot of people that could be potential investors in your venture. So
So the registry right now is you register the watch after it's stolen, right?
yes, you
No,
So
you
you
so
registered
he
before. You registered before. Too.
no. You have to register a stolen watch. That's why in
Ooh.
the instructions
yeah,
it says you have to show the police
a police
report.
report, right? So
Oh,
if he sets it up,
we,
is buy your Rolex and then register it now, and then be protected going forward should it get stolen.
Oh, it's
There's kind
different.
of a yeah.
Interesting. So right now the watchregister.com it's 15 pounds to register your watch, to put your watch into the database. If you're a dealer, it costs, so if you're like an individual, like if you had your watch stolen, for example, the wait, shit, the James, what's his
same
YouTube
somebody.
James, what's his YouTube channel? James.
James the advisor.
No, the different James. Holy shit.
Showcase watches.
Showcase watches. Yeah. What the I
There
have,
we go.
he just doesn't come on my channel anymore. Where is he? Showcase watches. Yeah.
He had
Showcase
Green
a
Room,
watches.
you
Hulk
actually had a piece of
right?
information that was helpful.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you, OC.
Showcase watches,
Savage.
right? He could come here and register. I hope, or maybe he did register his thing or whatever. So basically, he could come here, register his watch, and basically, if then the dealer searches for whether let's say a dealer gets a Hulk, dealer can come here and just check whether this watch was ever reported stolen. And if a dealer checks it, and then bam, it shows up. Hey, this watch was actually stolen from James Showcase Watches on YouTube. And then they can contact him, and yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be a process involved.
And they'll sell it back to him.
Maybe.
Like I said
Probably.
yesterday, I'm not sure how could there be enough volume to support this as a business model. How many people are actually getting their watches stolen? Is that
Looks
a
like
lot
you
of
have to
people?
buy credits to search too.
I mean, the business model is that what you want to do, you want to get great. The more gray market dealers are out there, the better it is, because like gray market dealers, right? So they have to pay £2, or they can buy like 1,000 credits, and then they can use those credits. And then so every time a dealer gets a new watch, buys a new watch, they come here and they pay their credit to check whether this watch was ever stolen. That's actually,
So to what Nub was saying
it eats into the
earlier,
profit.
this is how VIN numbers are. When I was looking for a used something old convertible, I could go in and search for one VIN number for like $9.99, or I could buy like a month's worth for $29.99. And I knew if I was going to look at like 7 cars, it was
Mhm.
just cheaper to buy the package, you know.
Yeah.
So they do.
And how
This is
many of
just like
those
doing
bins were stolen?
None of them were stolen, but it tells you
Exactly.
yeah, but it tells you if it was crashed. It tells you, it lists the maintenance that was done if it was done at a place that a real shop. So you could learn a lot about a car by
Yeah.
searching the
If this,
VIN
I mean,
number.
but
On a watch, not so
a
much.
Carfax report is different because you really want to know did it change hands? Was it in an accident? Was it reported as a a total loss? Was it
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
title
In a
was the
flood.
title
Well, you can
foreclosed or whatever
immediately
they call
know
it?
when I was looking for cars, I was looking for like Arizona, Florida. I wasn't buying any Michigan, New Jersey rust buckets, so
But
it also told you.
let's try to apply that to pre-owned watches. I mean, you
Mean
plug
Gene,
in.
$1 super chat. Here's the application. Lord Flex says, let's say there's 500 searches a month. It costs to maintain the site $50. Well, no, it costs way more than
Yeah,
$50 to
thousands and
maintain.
thousands of dollars to run it.
It costs, yeah, it's so much. Let's say you get someone to sit there in front of the computer for some just I don't know, minimum wage. Someone has to be there, right? Picking up the phone call and putting stuff into database. It is very expensive. Like this is no joke. You would need
Sounds like
way
a
more
job
than
for
500.
Tea and Tickers.
Exactly. The time is a human construct. By the way, this is
They
the guy. I
misspelled it.
met him today. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really appreciate it. What a gentleman. Man, guys, please, if you wanna keep this show going through passive income. See, it costs two pounds to search the website. Just one pop, it costs you £2.
Yeah, but
But
this has to be automated. There can't be a person there going, pulling up the VIN number and like manually searching. It's got to be all automated.
But here's the thing, though. It's automated to pull it up, but you have to spend a lot, like about an hour, to put the entry in, because you
Oh
have
yeah.
to, like, right, because you have to put all that data. You have to check, make sure that police report, verify that the ID number is
You're right. You're right.
real,
Yeah.
etc., right? Maybe some pictures. It's a bitch to put stuff into it, right? So then there's 70,000 registered watch. So basically a lot of the profit is um, registering the watches,
So they charge to register.
£15, and then also they charge you to retrieve. If your watch is ever retrieved, they charge 5% of the value of the watch. You're fucked.
So in the entire life of this website, they made about 105,000 pounds from people registering. That's not very much money.
How much?
The only way this
Oh,
the only way this
Like
website works is if
70,000
you're
watches
also
times 15 pounds,
oh.
right? I mean,
Wait,
how much
hold
is
on a
that
second.
really?
Let me just check. Calculator.
the only way this
Calculator.
website would work is if you're also stealing watches and just kind of keeping the cycle going.
70,000 times 15 pounds.
Link
No,
for
that's
Diego.
1,050,000.
1 million pounds?
1 million pounds, yeah. That's a lot of money. 1 million pounds? Holy. Well, also you have to pay. Probably all that money went to paying for someone.
Pay for something.
No,
Diego wants the
for
link.
someone to input that data. It's very expensive to input all this data. Have we got hey Diego.
Hey, real quick, because I got to get back to getting jacked.
Mhm.
Wouldn't this be a great website to have a database of people that have all these amazing watches for them to be stolen and then found 3 months later?
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
you have to probably register your
I'm
address
not.
and stuff.
I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but that would scare me for sure. That somebody that, I mean, I guess if it's Paul Ford, okay, I'm not too worried, but that all these random strangers have my address, the watches I have, the value, blah
Or
blah
if
blah.
it gets hacked, the website
All
gets
of your
hacked, and
stolen,
then
no,
the
your
data
stolen
gets
watches.
stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you
No,
have
but
to put your faith in a company you trust. I mean, when you buy insurance, they know where you live, they know everything about what the watches you have. So
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm not saying that I think that they would
Oh,
do
there's
this,
some
but
kind
I
of
would.
Hold on a second. There's some kind of regulation when when you're giving your information to an insurance company. There's probably some kind of the government, like if you're an insurance company, okay? If you're registered as an insurance company, there's some kind of a customer protection clause, like going to a doctor, right? There is a doctor cannot disclose your medical history to anyone. There's probably some type of thing like that in the insurance. This is not insurance. They could take your information and they could monetize the information you gave them all to their heart's content, because this is not insurance. Hey,
Right. No.
time is a human construct. Great meeting you today, Tim. Remember to fight the haters, particularly the ones that use walking canes to limp their fat asses around. I wonder who's he talking about. Hey, sorry. Yeah, Diego.
Yeah, I just wanted to finish by saying I don't think that they would do that. But if I'm going to put that kind of trust into somebody, it's not going to be a startup by a bunch of watch enthusiasts and previous gray dealers.
But the reality is, you do it all the time. Just you don't think about it. So when you buy a stupid watch roll for $79 off some crazy website, you're basically telling them you have an expensive watch.
Yeah, you're
giving
right.
them, right? So you do that. You buy a 8-watch case from Bosphorus.
The leads,
You know,
OC.
they know you have about a couple $100,000 in watches. So it's like you don't have to hand over everything explicitly for them to know,
Right.
your profile.
Implicitly, they know you're interested
know it
in
implicitly.
watches. They can basically use this. They have an email list of potential, I don't know, potential
Or-
leads.
Or they could reach out to you through the gray market dealers that are associated with this and say, hey, do you want to sell your watch?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and by the way, for my watch channel, when Paul and I told me it was okay for him to share his condition, that he was in the hospital and that he had kidney stones. So thank you for your
Hope he-
concern, but Paul
Hope
was
he gets
100%.
better.
Yeah.
Never had one, but I heard they're terrible.
Oh, they're the worst.
Painful. I have never had them, but they can be extremely painful.
I'm looking forward to having them in the future. And I'll tell you how it goes. I'll make sure to pass them live on the live stream. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it.
It's hard to start a business. It's hard to start these entrepreneurial ventures. That's why when people do it and they do such an amazing job, like Teddy Baldassar.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It's some kind of
That was
dog. Really
Diego
scared.
saying goodbye.
He's been
He's
hanging
not
out
going to
with
work
me.
out on. He's not going to work out on camera for us, like pocket watch guy.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Shroom, what do you think about this whole situation?
Well, when I think of a trustworthy individual, the first person that comes to mind is Paul Thorpe.
Mhm.
Pay no attention to anything his son got up to. Pay no attention to his, his crazy defense of Anthony Farah until he found out he did some gay work or whatever. Pay no attention to any of that stuff at all.
Green room.
Would you register? Greenwood, would you register your 36mm OP on this website?
Yes. Then timwrite could steal it from me. Then I can get it back. I could sell it to Tim, and then claim that he stole it from me, and then I could get it back. There you go.
You know, I've never been one to worry about serial numbers and pictures on websites or posts, but when you think about it, the more that people are collecting this information and then claiming your watch without a police report as it's stolen, I wonder what rabbit hole that is.
Yeah, I mean that's why they say that they need to register your watch. They need a police report to put it. But
Well, that's for the stolen one. But if they start registering beforehand,
oh yeah,
I'll just start claiming everyone's watch. Well, I won't.
Hey, I mean that's before it's even stolen. I mean that there's actually a potentially completely untapped market of paranoid people that would love to pay 10, 20 pounds per pop to put their watch into some kind of a database, so that if in the future if it's stolen, they could.
What if he's starting a secret database to find out the identity of the flippers, not the watch owners, but the flippers?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Hey, when you register your collection on Chrono 24, so that you can get the value and kind of keep
Now,
track of
Gunner, are
the
you
ups
in
and
Diego's
downs.
house right now?
No,
I
that's
thought
my
that
dog
was
Rock.
Diego.
Oh, so cute. Sorry.
Yeah, you were
When
about
you
to ask a
when
very
you
good
register
question,
your
Mickey. Yeah.
when you no, I don't know if it's not a good question. When you register your watches on Chrono 24, so you can put your price and it tells you how much your value has gone up and down. Like it says you're worth $80,000. It does give you the option to put in the serial number. I'm wondering, and I don't because I'm not going to go find the serial number. I'm just tracking the value. I wonder why they don't use. They could probably they have a pretty big database the way it is.
Hey, I
Uh,
think listen, there's all that data. They're mining all that data. I'm sure they're not using it yet, but Chrono 24 probably has the biggest data. By the way, Houdinki has the same thing. You can go on
yeah,
Houdinki and put in all your watch data into
I've done
their
that.
database.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
I
what
know
they're
how to
doing is
put
saying,
serial numbers.
"Hey, you can track your collection. Isn't that cool?"
What?
So
Meanwhile,
can we.
they're
That's so
marketing your information,
convenient.
everybody.
Yeah.
Tim has 4 Rolexes and an Omega and a this and a that.
But
Hone in
and
the
then
target.
your mind thinks about we're talking about new in my mind I'm thinking about new watches, but like I'm wearing a freaking 25-year-old cosmonaut right now. How many owners did this thing have, right? Who knows what happened to this before I got it? And if I put my serial number in, it may come up stolen twice after 25 years. Who knows, so
Oh yeah.
I'm not using.
Fake nutritionist, $2. OC, my gaydar is pinging off the chart. Just saying.
Wasn't this a different name last week?
Yeah, that's the Mike the Flake. Flake the snake.
Ooh, Archie
Snake
be
the Flake.
streaming. Archie be streaming.
Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We got
Okay.
a good 1 hour stream in here. Hopefully, you guys
We were
enjoyed
able to
this.
get Tim up out of bed.
Yeah, I really
the
didn't want to
show.
do it because I just didn't feel like, I don't know. It's just I didn't the vibe. I didn't have the vibe, but the after show is gonna be amazing, guys. I promise. There's some exciting stuff is coming on the after show tonight. So yeah, all right. Good stuff.
Thanks for the advice, gentlemen.
Hit that upvote button. Hey, Nub Gunner, thank you so much for joining us and basically giving us something to fucking talk about. That was pretty good. And
Massive shout out to S tonight.
exactly.
50 euro super chat.
SE. I'll
SE.
hit you up later, SE.
And guys, huge shout out to Time is a Human Construct. He's a really cool guy, a very cool guy. He's actually where's PG from? OC, do you remember? OC?
No. Who? This guy?
Anyways, guys, hit that upvote button before you leave. Yeah, we're really low on the upvotes. I know. Hit that upvote button.
Is he missing an S in construct?
No, it's contract.
Contract.
Oh,
What is contract?
No, he's lying. It's construct with it.
Is it?
Never
Could be
mind.
anything,
It's his own
but I
name.
need those upvotes.
Maybe.
See you guys later.